I'm doing my April wrap-up and my March TBR video. So I only read 3 books in April, which is not very good, but it's okay. It's just, I was addicted to Gilmore Girls last month and still currently am. So let's just jump into the 3 books that I did read in April. The first one is one that you guys already knew about because I mentioned it in my March wrap-up and April TBR because I already finished it by the time I filmed my April TBR. So that is Lock and Key by Sarah Dessen, which is a contemporary book about this girl whose mother has run away because her mother has major issues. So she goes to live with her sister and her sister's husband, and she and her mom were never very rich, but her sister and her husband are kind of rich, and then there's this guy and he lives next door and like they fall in love, but like there's a lot of like realistic issues in this book, and it's just, it was so good, guys. This was my first Sarah Dessen book I've ever read, and I loved it so much. I give it 5 out of 5 stars, and so good. I got to meet Sarah Dessen at NCTBF, but I didn't get to get this book signed, unfortunately, which would have been really nice. But oh well, it's okay. I highly recommend this book. If you have never read a Sarah Dessen book before and you are wondering which one to start off with, this one is amazing. Or if you have read Sarah Dessen's books but you've never read this one, just please do it. It's so good. I've heard it's like one of her best ones. After that, I picked up Into the Dim by Janet B. Taylor. This is a Scottish YA time travel book. It's supposed to be like Outlander for teens, and it's how do I describe it? I don't know. It's like it's so similar to Outlander, but like with teenagers. Basically, her mom died, and so she is sent to Scotland for the summer to live with her aunt. She discovers that her whole family and all their friends are like time travelers, and then they go back in time because her mom isn't actually dead. And that's not really a spoiler. Her mom isn't actually dead, and she sort of knew that all along. But so they like have to go back in time and try and find her mother. And I gave this book 4 out of 5 stars. I was able to meet the author at NCTBF and get it signed. I also got the ARC signed. So it was just really cool meeting her because like I've talked to her online before, and she's super sweet and awesome. So if you guys haven't read this book, check it out, especially if you love Scotland. Recommend. Okay. And after that, I picked up The Orphan Queen by Jodi Meadows, which is so good. Oh my gosh, I just can't, guys. This book, like, more people need to read this book. It's so good. If you love fantasy, like, it was literally all my favorite fantasy aspects in one book, and like it also had some like superhero aspects, and like this guy who's sort of like Spider-Man, and literally like Spider-Man is my bae for life, and I loved him so much. Like, this book, it's like sort of slower. I mean, like towards the beginning I wasn't like loving it at first, but once you hit like 100 pages in and like they're in the palace. I was also able to meet this author at NCTBF, and I got it signed, and I also got the sequel signed and a couple of her other books. I just can't fangirl about this book enough. This is like, I don't know what to say. It's like about this orphan, obviously, this girl, and she's like in this gang of people who are not the best, like they're kind of thieves and stuff, but they're just trying to survive. But then she goes on a mission with her friend to like the palace with the king and everything, and then there's sort of like all these like love interests, like the prince and the prince's guard and the Spider-Man guy, and you're like trying to figure out who the Spider-Man guy is the whole time because you're like, he's wearing a mask all the time, and it's so good. Like, if you have not read it, just please do yourself a favor. If you love fantasy, it's so good. I don't care if you love fantasy or not, just read it. Just read it right now. So while I didn't read a ton in April, I am very happy with the books that I did read, even though I wish I had read more. Those books were so good, so it's okay. So let's move on to my May TBR. The first book I'm reading in May is The Unexpected Everything by Morgan Matson, which is Morgan Matson's newest book, and I love Morgan so much. She's so awesome. I love all her books, except I haven't read Second Chance Summer, but I really want to, and I keep getting it from the library, and then it has to go back, and I don't read it, so I just need to like buy it and read it this summer. I love Since You've Been Gone and Amy and Roger's Epic Detour so much, and look at this cover, guys. Like, do you see this? Oh my goodness gracious, wait for it, it gets better. Underneath, it's yellow and blue, and like, is this not beautiful? Is this not the most beautiful thing you've seen all day? So I received an ARC back of this and the hardcover early actually to help promote the book, and I will probably be doing a video review once I'm done with it. I'm working with Simon & Schuster and we are helping promote the #UnexpectedEverything sweepstakes or challenge or something along those lines. I'll put it right here. It's like this big sweepstakes where the prizes just get better and better each week, and you like take a picture of the challenge and then you're entered to win and use the hashtag, and it's really exciting. So like I will link the like website and everything down below if you want to go check that out. It's gonna be super fun. I'm like helping promote the book and the sweepstakes, and it's so good, guys. I'm currently reading this book, and it's like Morgan Matson's books just make me so happy. Like they're just so well written and so beautiful. When the cover was released, I freaked out and I'm still not over it. Like it's so beautiful. This book is about a girl whose father is like a politician and her mom just died, and she was gonna go to this like summer camp thingy-majigger that she was super excited for, and then it turns out that she's not going. It got canceled, like she got kicked out or something. So she has to find a summer job, and it involves dog walking and apparently ice cream. I'm not that far in yet. After I finish The Unexpected Everything, I will probably be picking up The Air by Kira Cass, which obviously I've already read. I did like a whole series last year where I reviewed all the books and like did like an unboxing for this book and made cupcakes and everything. But I have to at least reread The Air, so I'm going to, and I know The Crown comes out in like 2 days from when I'm filming this, and that's kind of scary. Like I already have it pre-ordered, but I can't read it that soon. I'm gonna reread this and then I'm gonna read The Crown. I'm so nervous because it's the final book, guys. Like I've been reading this series for so long and it's ending and I'm gonna cry so much. Like we thought it was over, and then it wasn't, and now we have to have a second bitter ending. Not that the one had a bitter ending. That was actually a very beautiful ending, but I don't want this series to ever end. Oh my gosh, no, no. So obviously after The Air, I'm going to be reading The Crown because duh. And after The Crown, I will probably be picking up The Mirror King by Joni Meadows, the sequel to The Orphan Queen. You guys heard how much I love The Orphan Queen, and I just bought this one at TBR, got it signed, and oh, bookmarks there, and I'm just so excited to read this one because the ending of The Orphan Queen was so not okay. Just like, I'm dying. No, don't do that. I need to read this one as soon as possible. So after The Crown, I'm probably gonna pick this one up. And after The Mirror King, I am most likely going to be picking up The Hidden Oracle, which is the first book in the Trials of Apollo series by Rick Riordan, which is the third and final series in the Percy Jackson Greek demigods saga thing. Like, all 3 series. PJO will always be the best, but I'm so excited about this new one. Ever since I heard the concept for Trials of Apollo, I have been dying. Like, I've always thought Apollo was hilarious, and seeing him as a human and at Camp Half-Blood and seeing all of our demigods again and Percy, like I read the excerpt and Percy was in it, and I'm dying for this book. This book comes out on the 3rd, which is the same day as The Crown, so I will definitely not be reading it right when it comes out, but I will definitely be reading it this month, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. If you guys know anything about my channel, or like if you're super new, you wouldn't know that the Percy Jackson series is my favorite series of all time, and I mention it in like every video, and it's like my love forever. Percy's mine, don't touch. Anyway, so that is it for my wrap up and TBR for April and May. I'm really excited about the books I have lined up for this month. Like, all of them are just the most exciting things ever. I can't say what my favorite book I read in April was because I love them so much and I just can't choose one. But if you know what your favorite one from April was, comment down below. If you've read any of the books that I'm going to be reading in May, please tell me what you thought of them. I'm so excited, guys. So excited. And please read all the books I recommended in this video because like they're so good. Yes. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I will talk to you in my next one. Bye.